last chance for Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about why I think we are setting up for the potential last chance for Bitcoin to make a new all-time high here this cycle. All right, we got to be talking about this. Without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, I want to start off. There's a couple things that are bullish catalysts that we have to be talking about if we're expecting this next leg up for Bitcoin. First things first, I made a post about how gold is rallying again. We put the high in for gold like, a couple weeks ago, and now we're seeing in the pre-market, in the after hours, $750 billion were added to gold's market cap today, okay? And I think this has a lot to do with these potential stimulus checks, okay? It's so crazy we're talking about stimulus checks, but the tariff dividend checks, aka stimulus checks. Why don't can we just get this over with and move to full-on UBI? Let's get some universal basic income. I think that's what the economy needs, right? Really start money printing like crazy, help people out that can't afford food, and just give everyone $2,000 every month. See what happens. But I'm kind of half joking. I'm half serious when I say that. But regardless, stimulus checks, these dividend checks, if these $2,000 checks come, guys, last time it happened was what set us up for the absolutely diabolical run up to the upside, massive raging bull market that we saw in 2021. The post-pandemic, the during the pandemic era, before we started really raising those rates, right? Those stimulus checks is what gave us true meme coin season, what gave us massive liquidity in the risk-on asset space. And I think that there's a chance that is coming. Do I think that the stimulus checks, the tariff dividend checks, I need to make sure I don't say they're stimulus checks, the tariff dividend checks are actually going to happen? I think there's a possibility, but I'm not going to be betting on it. But in my opinion, that is like the last chance to see another leg up for Bitcoin here in the immediate short term, okay? And if you look at Bitcoin right now, we're in a very precarious position. We are. We have put a new all-time high in on October 6th, which was 1,062 or 1,064 days from the bottom of the bear market. And that's usually, if you believe in the 4-year cycle, that's usually when it peaks out. And there's a good chance that would be the peak, especially if you believe in the 4-year cycle. And since then, we've just put in a lower high, and most importantly, we are below the 200-day moving average, and we are below the initial breakout point of 110,000, which in my opinion is a very, very important price level. Guys, I need to see Bitcoin close above 110,000, close above the 200-day simple moving average to even start talking about new all-time highs in the immediate short term. Before then, in 2025, this just is bearish. It's bearish, and there's like some signal on the daily that looks like, all right, like maybe there's something there, like some bullish divergence, if you will. Like the RSIs are moving up. You have a green dot on market ciphers volume indicating a potential bottom signal. You have a green dot on the momentum wave from market cipher indicating potentially we're going to see a little bit of a bounce, continue momentum to the upside. But that's on the daily. And you look at the weekly, and the weekly looks pretty suspect. It looks pretty concerning, especially if you're a bull in the short term on the weekly time frame, especially if you believe in the 4-year cycle, that is. And you look at market cipher, the momentum wave is still in the light blue. It's just, it's not even... We're not even into the dark blue yet. We're not even starting to curve back to the upside. Like there's still momentum coming down here. And then you look at the RSIs here, and it is spooky. It looks like it's pointed down with some velocity. So I am a little bit hesitant. I'm a little bit concerned. And then on top of that, you look at the total crypto market cap, and we are making a lower high, lower high. If we can close above this level here, I would say at about 3.65 trillion on the daily, then I could say, all right, well, maybe like this will be invalidated. But really, I would like to see like closures above like 3.8, 3.9 trillion. before I start saying, like, okay, maybe like we're going to see a little bit of reversal. Maybe the bottom is in. But I know we need to see that happen sooner rather than later, guys. Like, 'cause if we keep projecting off this level, off of this trend here, this yellow line, and we make our way to this yellow line, about 3.04 trillion, and we close below 3.04 trillion, I'm gonna be pretty concerned. I'm gonna be calling a bear market, guys. And and in the meantime, I'm not trying to be a big bear, because I do believe that there's a chance that we do see some frothy Q4 price action for crypto. I do think there's a chance of that. But in the meantime, guys, I am shorting altcoins. I'm buying Bitcoin every day. I buy it every single day. And when we see big drawdowns, I buy big chunks of it, because I want my Bitcoin forever. Forever. Okay? But when it comes to altcoins, guys, I'm shorting them. I'm short Crowcoin. I'm short Dogecoin, Pepe, some other alts as well. And I'm not heavily shorting, though. Like, really need to emphasize on that. I am just high leverage scalping, hedging against the market, just in case we do see this fully break down into a bear market. So it's not significant. I'm up about like $500 on this Crowcoin short, about 269%. At one point, it was a 500% gain, about $1,000-ish, give or take. Yeah, guys, I'm shorting alts because that's what the market is presenting to me, and I'm trying to protect my investments. Now, if you guys do want to trade with me, sign up to Blowfin in the description box or pinned comment section below. We have a 10% trade rebate and a $5,000 sign bonus, as well as they have a lot of other awesome trading competitions where you can win Rolexes, Cybertrucks, cars, bunch of stuff. It's really cool, and I really like using Blowfin. It's my favorite leverage trading platform, and they have a lot of lucrative bonuses. So if you guys want to trade or learn how to trade, feel free to check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. Helps support this channel. Now, what else is going on with Bitcoin here? So we looked at the daily, and we have a buy signal on Market Cipher indicating a potential bottom. The RSIs on the daily are moving up. Let's look at the monthly here. So the monthly, it's too soon to be saying like, oh yeah, this is doom and gloom all over it. It's too soon to be saying that. We would probably know by like December, I'd probably say, or if November is like a closure, below 100,000 on the monthly time frame. But right now, this is, you could look at this and like, yeah, it does look a bit toppy, because it looks like the top is kind of like rounding out. But Market Cipher says otherwise. Like, yes, the RSIs are coming down a little bit, but you look back here, we've seen big drawdowns on the RSIs on the monthly time frame, and it really was just like a little bit of a cool off period before we got our next leg up. Now, I am bearish right now. All right, like, to be completely frank with you guys, like right now, like Bitcoin's at about 106,000. It's rejecting off of an important price level, like on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame looks rough, like I talked about earlier in this video. It looks rough. Being below 110,000, I don't like it. We have to see this flip back above 110K like immediately, unless if we don't, I think there's going to be more weekly drawdown to probably like 94,000. But you look at this and like ETH is beaten up. It's struggling. It's below 4,000. Bitcoin's rejecting off important levels of once support and now resistance. And yeah, guys, I just, like, let me put it to you this way. If stimulus checks come, I think that the market will go into absolute frothy mania, Bitcoin going to $200,000, altcoins having an actual altcoin season, and all this bearish talk will be invalidated. But that's a big bet on a not so certain outcome. You guys know politicians like to say they promise the world and give nothing, right? That's how it works. But sometimes it does happen. And if it does happen, well, if we do get stimulus checks and they are actually coming in forms of checks, right? Like actually just a straight injection to the economy, inflation will go higher. With that, asset prices will go higher. Everything of value will go higher. And risk on assets, you are coupling with the rates being cut more, quantitative easing in December. I expect if that were to happen, you should be expecting for another leg up in this bull market. But that's a big if, guys. That's a big if. If you believe in the 4-year cycle, That's like the last chance. But if you don't believe in the 4-year cycle and you believe in the super cycle, then you should be viewing this as potentially a great buying opportunity in the short term, because you should be viewing this as a little cool-off period before we see a large move to the upside. Now, that's why I said earlier, I buy Bitcoin every single day because I'm hedging. I'm not trying to swing trade my Bitcoin anymore. I've learned my lessons. I've been trading crypto for over a decade. But when it comes to altcoins, I'm not getting caught holding that bag. No, I'm not. I'm not holding that through a bear market. I will look to buy altcoins when the time is appropriate. But in the meantime, guys, I'm buying Bitcoin left and right all day, every day. I don't want to be buying on the way down with altcoins. Because, guys, if you were here in 2021 or 2017, you know that if you buy some, not all alts are created equal. And some alts do not recover after bear markets. Some do. Some outliers do, but I think that is becoming more and more difficult to find those outliers in this crypto space. And I think that many more people, especially after this cycle, if the top is in, are going to be saying that, yeah, I'm not taking the risk. I'm going to become a Bitcoin maxi. I think you're going to see a lot of that playing out. But that's all I got, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Check out all the awesome affiliate links down below. Help support this channel. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.